everybody doing today? I'm Tay from Miss Tay's Good Hair Day, founder of Go Go Glam and Tomorrow Mobile Notary, here back for another Where Day at Wednesday here in my happy place. It's so happy. Today's guest is a friend of mine. Hey, the Waterboy 510, how you doing? Instagram friend of mine who I've also bought some products from. Another great guy, Bay Area Black-owned business. I think you guys are really going to enjoy this. For those of you who have never tuned in, again, I'm Tay. Miss Tay's Good Hair Day, Go Go Glam, Tomorrow's Mobile Notary, and this is Where They At Wednesday. It's the time I take to speak to you or speak to a business owner in my network and let you guys know about their goods and services so you know where they at. So without further ado, we're going to add my guest today, Leo Jerald, and we're going to hear more about him and what he has going on so you guys know where he's at. All right. I'm gonna add him at. Is this right? Yep. Boop. Hello, hello.
What's up, Quinn? Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good. How you doing?
I'm fantastic. Thank you for asking. Today's been pretty fruitful. I spent the day for edification today. So it's time for that. But I'm happy to have you. Thank you for joining me on Where They At Wednesday.
Oh man, thank you for having me too. You know, you might hear some crying and stuff in the background. Even though we do business, I am on daddy duty all the time. So, you
Absolutely.
know, bear with me, bear with us. You know what I'm talking
And
about?
that's part of the business. It's family business first.
Oh man, 24, and she on my line. You know, I feel like I got two wives.
You know what? So many people I know. I have this one client who has his wife, and then he has two little girls. He was like, I have three wives.
Yeah.
It's
when I'm if I'm not giving her attention, she gonna let me know. And if she can't see me, yeah, I'm in trouble. So I thank God she don't have a phone yet. You know.
Oh God.
It'll be a wrap. So I'm enjoying this free time without the phone game and all that. So you know, that's where we at with that.
Absolutely. So go ahead and introduce yourself to the people, Leo.
Okay, so I am secret agent and founding member of Leo Jerald. I'm out of Oakland, California right now. So and that's it. I'm a father. I'm a husband. You know, I'm a brother. I'm a son. All of that, man. You know, independent business owner, and yeah, that's me. I got my daughter Lyric in the back. And I'll just tell you guys a quick story about well, if I can go into it, you mind?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Do it.
so Secret is, well, it was founded by a guy, Isaac. He was from Israel. And you know the first they had an ice cream truck. And then they started in the after that they went to the malls. And you know those little helicopters they would like fly around in the malls and stuff like that. They went into that. And so, you know, you can only get so far with that. Not that they were doing bad, but then they realized that, you know, we're from Israel and we have like our own basically spa in our backyard, you know. So that's when they went to the kiosks and, you know, they have like people walk up to you, oh, you want to try some cream and stuff like that. And they ended up doing like $1 billion in like sales and stuff like that. Like it was really, really huge. So I got into the company about, I want to say like 3 years ago, and how it all happened was I when I moved back from Oklahoma in 2016 when my grandmother passed away, I had gained a lot of weight. Like, cause in the South, you know, if you know, they feed you. You know, like if I wasn't cooking, my neighbor was cooking, my coworker was cooking, even my job fed us every day. So in my mind, I was like, you know, I'm 200 pounds, that's it. You know, but I went to go do a physical for a job. I stepped on the scale and I was like, I want to say like 270. And like tears start coming out my eyes. I don't even know why, because I guess because I figured I was not that big. I didn't feel that big, you know. So I was just like, man. So when I moved back, still wasn't sure, you know, still gained a little bit of weight. But my brother had told me he had went vegan, and So I lived in San Francisco. He lived in Hayward. So when I would go visit him on the weekends, he wouldn't say anything. He would just throw these videos on, Dr. Sadie, all the stuff, you know. And I was just like, bro, I'm about to do it too. Like I'm done. But I was like, before I go cold turkey, it's a Mexican restaurant up the street.
Right.
I want some steak and shrimp nachos one last time. You feel me? And then I'm done after that. And the cool part about it was the meal was so mediocre. I was like, you know what, blood, I'm through. So fast forward, there's a Facebook group called the Black Vegan Social Group, and there was a young lady who was saying, well, after I went vegan, in I want to say 90 days, I went from 270 to 140 pounds.
And I bet all your other numbers changed too. The cholesterol, any of that type of stuff, all that stuff changed.
Yeah, because I'll tell you what I learned in this company too. Ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew that I didn't want this anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't aware of how to cook or anything like that. I would just eat a bunch of fruit, drink a bunch of water, and that was it. And the weight just disappeared. So when I saw this, I saw the girl in the vegan group. She was like, you know what, being vegan is hard. I'm ready to quit. And I was like, well, if you're ready to quit, you must not be doing it right. So somebody wants some attention. So let me grab her right quick. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go on and get her. Tell her to come and say hi and tell us about the
that's
company.
all she wants. I hear you talking to people. I want to say something too. Sorry.
Hey, pretty girl. You daddy's business partner today? You daddy's business partner today. Hi, I'm Tay. Nice to meet you, Lyric.
All in good. All in my conversation.
Uh-huh.
Anyway. So I sent her some recipes and I just showed her what I was doing. Not even knowing that she was diabetic. She had diabetes. So she saw the results, and I wish you could see her now. She looks amazing. Like, and she was like, Leo, you know what? I appreciate you for showing me everything. So I have something I want to show you. Is it okay if I call you? Because she was in Chicago. I'm in the Bay Area.
Right.
And I had just started dating my girlfriend. I'm like, man, here come the devil. You know what I'm saying? She trying to holler. I'm in a relationship. I ain't trying to mess up, you know? But I was like, you know what? Maybe I should keep an open mind because I don't know what she has to show me. And it was network marketing industry. And I was like, this makes so much sense. And and 3 years later, I've never met her. Never met her in person. We hit each other up on Facebook time to time, but 3 years later, here I am. And yeah, man, it's just, I thank her every day because, you know, a lot of us, you know, we work the jobs and we do the hustles and things like that. But for a complete stranger to put me in a position to create residual income, not just for me, but for my wife and my daughter now and future kids, and even like my partners and stuff like that, that want to get on and have an open mind to business like this, you know, it just showed me that God can work in some mysterious ways, you know, and if you're open-minded, sometimes the blessing won't come the way you want it wrapped. You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely.
I wasn't expecting a stranger on Facebook because, you know, like, not even just the hood, like, for somebody to be that far away from me, me spending my money with you, you can do anything, and it's like, what can I do about it? You know, but I was already in a situation like, you know what, I done been fired, like, they laid me off, they playing with my hours, I'm already at the bottom, so what can happen from here? So I rolled the dice, and you know, here I am, man, 3 years later, and we still rocking.
So, couple things. So you were on your own journey, and I know that you were already doing things on your own because I bought some products from you, met you in San Leandro that day and picked up some things from you. So I know you were already more in the holistic things, natural things for us and for yourself and for your family. I know that you were already doing things to earn income independent of your employment at that time, if you were even employed at that time by someone else. But tell us, number one, what is the name of the company that you are participant in? And tell us let's start there. Tell us the name of the company and what you have going on. What we will get if we reach out to you for what you have.
Okay, this is Secret, aka Club Secret. And what's so cool about it, and it's SEACRET, because all the products have minerals from the Dead Sea in Israel.
Okay.
The salt properties in that water. A lot of people travel all over the world. If you probably seen
Right.
them with the mud on their body and bathing in it and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. So they took that and put it into these products. So that's what we're doing right now. And I'll show you guys a couple of products that I have on deck after we get done asking the questions and things like that. And yeah, so that's the name of it. We have anything from skincare to nutrition. The salt and oil scrub is beyond words, like real talk. The body butter, the mud mask,
Mm-hmm.
they have all type of stuff for your face, for the neck down. I love the mud soap. That's one of my favorites. The nutrition line, everything is plant-based. Everything
Mm-hmm.
is organic. No dairy, no soy, no GMO. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of it is nut-free. Some people have nut allergies, so
Yeah.
nut-free. It just goes on, man. And some of the ingredients I saw in there, man, like they're in that office. Like I'm blown away, because me being vegan, November 8th will be 5 years. I'm one of those guys. If you see in a grocery store, turn the thing around, reading the ingredients, that's me. Like,
Yeah.
ingredients are
Absolutely.
important to me. You know what I'm saying? So when
They're
I start
important,
getting
period. But people
right,
don't
right, but
understand
see,
how important they are. You know
that's
what
what
I
I'm
mean?
saying, because some people, oh, a shake is just a shake. Oh, a food is just food. It's just this. They don't really look at it like that. But what breaks my heart sometimes about specifically sometimes our people, because I don't know how everybody else get down, is
Right.
because like we put better ingredients into our vehicles than we do our own bodies. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
if I was to walk up on a person and be like, "Oh, here's some car oil. Put this in your car." You gonna look at? I ain't messing up my car. What is this? Let me
Right.
rinse this. You know what I'm saying?
I only use whoop de whoop, and
But
I'm
when it
only going
comes
to
to
put
our
da da da.
bodies, we're not that strict. We're not that strategic.
Right.
It's like it doesn't matter. You know what I'm
And
saying?
this is
So
this is the only real vehicle, the only real place we have to live on this planet,
we only
for
got
real,
one planet.
the
We're,
whole time we
after
here.
this, that's it. And you only have one body. After that, that's it. You gone, you gone. So yeah,
Hmm.
and that's what's going on, man. The products, I've tried them. I still have them. I wish I would have, my package would have came in time, because I would have put it on here. But they have the shakes. They have vanilla. We have vanilla. We have chocolate. The supplement products from the Digestive X, the Immune X. I take the Immune X. The ingredients in there, just the way I feel, I love it, because when I first had my daughter, I couldn't keep up with her. Like she's up
Hmm.
every hour, every 45 minutes,
Hmm.
and I'm just like, oh my goodness, like what is going on? So after I start taking the products, like I'm running around here like Lightning McQueen or something. I'm up before her. I'm ready. 3 hours of sleep, 2 hours of sleep, don't matter. I'm up, I'm gone. So I'm with that, and that's what I'm on, man. I'm really excited about these products, and also because, and I made this point the other day, a lot of us live in the hoods. We live in the areas where these products are not accessible to us like that.
Right.
Like
In the
if
food
you have
deserts and
to,
all of that stuff.
right? Like say if you know where the area is, if you live on 98 in MacArthur, to get products like this, you got to go to Berkeley or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
if you don't have a
Hmm.
car, even if you do, that's a 30-minute drive there, 30-minute
Hmm.
back. Plus, you got to spend the money to get the products and all that. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Or if you don't have a car, it's like an hour bus ride there and
Hmm.
back. Plus, you spending the money. So to have access to get it,
Traffic, time, and
come
all of
on,
that.
man, come on. So to get it, high level products delivered straight to your door is like
Hmm.
it changes everything, man, especially for people like me and like you and like peers we know that need this stuff but don't have the access to go get it like that, so it can come straight to you, and that's where the
Hmm.
game changes. And I know a lot of people ask like, well, is it black owned? Well, when you buy it from me, it is, because I'm in you feel me? So if
So
you
that's important that you said that, because I was having a discussion. I know that you just found out that I do this, but I too am an entrepreneur. I'm a business owner. I work for myself. And so, when you're in a vein, you meet other people in the same vein, So I meet a whole lot of entrepreneurs, whether they run their business on the side or whether they're full time. And we were having a discussion. It came up. because we saw an article of, you know, some of us in some other places that like had bought, um, opened up like a Valero or opened up a McDonald's or opened up some other stuff. And so the question was posed, is it still considered black owned if they buy into a franchise? Well, that particular location is, you
Yeah.
know, the brand may not be, the overall corporation may not be, but that particular location still serves as a black owned business. And I think
Right.
that sometimes we have an all or nothing mentality. We think that if it ain't all us, if we ain't reinventing the wheel, then it don't count. No, it all counts.
Right. But see,
Everything counts,
people who,
you know?
it's always the people who, and it's no disrespect to nobody, but let's just keep it real. It's always the people who don't understand how business works, who have the strongest opinions about business. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It's not about just,
It's always the one who's not doing anything that want to tell you how something's supposed to be done.
you know what I'm
You
saying?
know?
Like,
Mm-hmm.
so it's just like you have to be, and this is why I love network marketing, because of the it's not just about the money, the self-development that I learned, because I used to have a problem with people's opinions, especially the people I love. But
Yeah.
I learned that when you buy someone's opinions, you have to buy their lifestyle too. So if I'm going to I have to look at you not by our relationship, but the person you are. So if
Yeah.
you're trying to tell me how to run my business and how I get money and how I feed my family, but you're not in none of those positions, or you don't live the life that I want, then how can I stop everything I'm doing and take your advice? You don't even have to
Absolutely.
be a so-called millionaire, but at the same time, that's where I'm looking to be. Like, you don't have
Right.
a business,
I
you
mean,
don't
but
have
do
a
you have a
company,
millionaire
so
mentality? Are you even striving as hard where you are, as hard as I'm striving where I am? How can I take that from somebody? A lot of these people are even mediocre employees telling you how to run a business. Let's be
that's what I'm
real.
saying.
You can't
That's
even
what I'm
manage
saying.
your regular hourly paycheck, and you want to tell me how to run an entire company that it don't run if I don't run. I work even when I'm not working, and
Right.
you don't
That's what I'm
listen.
saying. That's what
You
I'm
know.
saying. So, I had to be mindful of that, because, and also, I'll send you this link too, and anybody who else wants it, it's no problem. One of the directors and trainers, his name is Mark Aceta, and he
Mm-hmm.
has on his website, he has it's a color test. It's a personality test. So there's red,
Mm-hmm.
there's green, there's yellow, and there's blue. So
Mm-hmm.
green is like, say I invite you to the party. If you're a green, okay, what time? Is there a dress code? Who's gonna be there? Where's parking? You're that kind. I need all the details. That's green.
Mm-hmm.
Yellow is me. I'm a very non-confrontational person. I'm peaceful. I take things personal. I love nature. Red is like, I don't care. We need this done. Like, if I was a red and I said, hey, do you want to do business with me or whatever? And you like, nah, I'm cool. Okay, next I'm gonna talk to your mama. Hey, what's up? Like, it don't phase them. I'm getting this done.
Mm-hmm.
And blue is just like, have a good time, where the party at. I ain't tripping.
Mm-hmm.
So since I'm a yellow, when I first started this, I was trying to bring people in. I'm like, hey, I got the lick. You know what I'm saying? We always been talking about the things we want in life and
Mm-hmm.
getting rich and traveling the world. Well, I got the plug. But then it was like, okay, I'm gonna sign up tomorrow. I get my money and woo woo. Then I'm trying to call him, no call, going
Right.
to voicemail. So I took that personally, very
Yes.
personally, to the point where I stopped working my business. But I'm
Right.
like, Leo, you have to understand, a lot of people who you talking to never seen nothing like this, or they're comfortable with their at. I'm not knocking Section 8 and food stamps and all those things, because I've been there.
Everybody has their journey.
But see, here's the thing. How long is that a part of your journey? If you've been getting
Exactly.
food stamps, if you been getting food stamps since 1988, if you were on Section 8 since your daughter was 2 and now she's
Mhm.
28 with a 4-year-old, at what point do we elevate?
Right. Well,
So
here's the thing. Here's the thing too. Not only, we'll say, well, everything ain't for everybody, and that's true. However, a lot of the time, even sometimes things that may be for us individually, there's a fear. There's the mind. Of course, it's always the mindset. You already know everything is inside out.
right,
So if you don't think that you can, or if you're holding a perception, or you've been made to feel like there's nothing more for you, you're going to be that much more reluctant to step out and try anything. Or
right,
if you've seen somebody else try something and didn't work for them, you're like, well, it ain't gonna work for me. Which
Right.
leads me to my next question, because most of us are familiar with network marketing, and when we hear things like that, we have a perception, and so we build a posture towards anyone trying to introduce us to that. I have worked in network marketing before. Personally, I don't thrive in that type of thing. Even if I believe in the product and all the stuff, because one of them, I worked with a company called Primerica. Most people are familiar with Primerica, and they think, oh, that's the life insurance people. It was more than that. And really, just the information that I got from them, it has saved me and a lot of my family members, even though I don't work there anymore. I don't work with them anymore. So I'm never going to knock it. So with this, however long we've been alive, being introduced to so many different network marketing opportunities, what made you gravitate toward this one in particular? I know that you mentioned the health aspect, but what made you gravitate towards the business aspect of it? Because some people would prefer to be customers and they would support you, but they don't
Right.
necessarily buy into the business. So what made you want to do that with this company in particular?
Well, a few things. The girl I talked to, she got me on the phone with my business partner, my big brother, man, and also a mentor. His name's Derek Johnson, and his wife name is Tisha Johnson. And I never met them when I first got on the phone. Never met him first time. The way he was talking to me, because when you have like a street mentality and you come from the place we come from, you pick up senses on how to read people. You listening for the BS in their conversation.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I didn't hear none of that. Everything was thorough. Everything was so real, and especially because he come from a familiar background like us. So that was one of the things. And for two, what I saw was what I was already praying for. It didn't come in the way I expected it because I wasn't looking at network marketing. I wanted to be independent. I wanted to make my own money, but I was looking at like real estate. I was looking at other things like that. You know, I was selling my soap and stuff like that, and I still do that time to time. But when I saw the thing I looked at, that aha moment was residual income.
Yeah.
You know, because you can hustle and you can sell things, and if you have a customer base, but if you have slow days, then that's just it. But when you're a part of something that you get paid for the work you did months ago and things like that, that's where I was like, okay, you know. But what made me stay also was the family ship, you know, because when I used to go to training events, I would sit there by myself. Like my first training event, I was just sitting there, you know, everybody else already knew each other. So I'm sitting there, I'm kicking it, I'm waiting on it to start. And people would just come up to me and be like, hey, what's your name, man? You know, you by yourself or whatever? I'm like, yeah, I'm solo. Oh, no, come sit with us, man. You are a little brother now. You good. We got you. Like, you hungry? You want this? You want that? And I'm like, damn, like, I got people I grew up with don't even act like that.
Ain't no hateration or no holleration.
No,
And
no. It's
that's
like,
the beauty of it.
it's
That's the
people
beauty
who,
of a lot of things.
when you
When
have
you're,
people who want to see you succeed and they don't
yes,
benefit off of it at all, like I get nothing from you succeeding. I just want to see you succeed. That's where I'm locked in. I'm locked in.
yeah,
I like to be around people like that because I'm like that. You know,
yeah,
if I help you win, if I help you get a job and you making $100 an hour, I'm not gonna be like, well, you got your first check. You know, let me get
right.
that. That's not what I did
It's
it for,
goofy.
because it wasn't sincere. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
there's people that I'm locked in with that sincerely want to see Leo win, his peers win, anybody I bring in. It's that type of energy. So
Here's something key. Here's something key about what you just said. You said, I like being around people like that because I'm like that. So here's what I'm noticing. And it's not new, but when you start to really pay attention and tap into who you are and where you are in the seasons you are in the law of attraction and your energy. And right now it's being magnified to me. How strongly we're attracting and being attracted to people, places, and situations and circles that are how we are.
right.
So, which is what I was saying in the beginning. I know so many business owners now, and so many people striving for some of the same things, regardless of how it looks or doesn't matter the industry, that are all moving in the same direction. And that's because this is where we're at right now. This is the collective thing. So a lot of those other mindsets
they're not going to really be around. They're not going to stick in this season because this is a season of forward motion. And in order to move forward, you have to be if you're going to put your car in drive, the whole car is on par with moving forward. So when you, as yourself, your business vehicle, your spiritual vehicle, your family vehicle is moving forward, you're going to be attracting and tapping in with people that are on the forward motion. Even if it's on some just keeping you encouraged, even if it's just on sharing you with whatever platform they have for other people to tap in with you. Whatever it is, it's going to be all on par with the moving forward situation. So that's why it's the time for you to, when you tapped in with them people, it was time. It was time for the pivot to start taking place for you to be able, and God brings all things that we need in the right time. Another thing that you mentioned is like, you gave the example, if you give somebody a job and you're like, hey, what's up? You got your first check. Scripture talks about you have not because you ask not, or you ask with wrong motives.
Right.
So many people don't think that they motives is the reason why they can't grow. You're not in the right mindset. You don't have the right heart. You don't have the right posture. You want some other stuff. So you're not going to prosper in that area. You're going to continue to prosper because your intentions are prosperous. Your intentions are fruitful. So you have to stay online with that. It's an inside out thing. And that's the beautiful thing. These are things that a lot of people spend a lot of money on seminars and books to know. When you just know it inside of yourself. Pay attention to who you around and how you move and how they move and how you are and how you think and how you get at people.
Right.
Because that's what you're going to get back.
Right. And a lot of people, we know it. It's just that when you look for validation, and don't get me wrong, when I say this, when I say you look for validation from people who are not valid, it doesn't mean that like they're just nobodies. It just means that, okay, I'll give you this example. If I'm a millionaire and I'm trying to tell you how to get $1 million, but your sister who has been struggling for years and has never seen over $1,000 tell you, oh, I'm a scam artist, don't listen to him. How can you take your focus off what I'm saying? I already have it.
Right.
For one, I already have it. For two, I gain nothing from helping you. It's not like I'm getting 10%, 20% out of your money.
Right.
And for three, she has never seen this money before. She has never been in this position. She's not locked in to the type of people I'm locked in with. So a lot of times where we get distracted and discouraged by family and stuff like that, their intentions are good, but let's be honest, like, and excuse my language, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
They don't know.
But they love you. They don't want to see you hurt or see you take a fall. But if they never climbed that tree before, it looks so high and dangerous, but they don't know.
They can't give you what they don't have. And here's another thing too, like even I talk about this a lot when we talk about our upbringings and breaking some of the generational mindsets and some of the fears and stuff. A lot of us have been raised from someone else's fears.
Yeah, come on.
So you can't, again, you mean well, you want to protect me, but you're raising me from your fear.
Right. And you probably
have to help me see the courage on the other end of that.
Right. Like my mom and my uncles and stuff like that. They're not from the era that we're in now. So they make money from a 1982 mindset. They handle things from and we're not there. We're in 2021. Like everything is changing. Like currency is changing. How we spending money, there's coin shortages, and pretty soon, like you're gonna be walking around with these paper dollars, and people gonna look at you like a dinosaur, like, bro, where you at?
It's not working. Cash is pretty much out. You might as well count cash out, and it's already been coming for a long time, and a lot of people that have been speaking on it for a long time have been called a whole lot of things, but when you pay attention, you learn more than you've been taught. It's already done.
Yeah, and you have to have understanding, and this is why I feel like a lot of people don't do as well in not just network marketing but in business, because they come into, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of network marketing industries out there, but what I've seen specifically in mine is a lot of people come in like they know everything already. And they refuse to plug into training. They refuse to listen to a mentor or somebody who wants to help them. It's like, oh, I got this already. I'm a hustler. I know what I'm doing. And it's
Well, there's a difference too. I've spoken on this before. A lot of us, especially us, have developed a hustler's mentality. We've always had to go get it. We've never had the privilege of putting all our eggs in one basket, all of those things. But there comes a time when you are developing a legitimate business, a legitimate company, and you're wanting to grow and you're wanting to scale. That hustler mentality has to, you gotta, that has to grow up. I'm not going to say get rid of it, but you have to shift the way you think about that, because you can't look at your business as a hustle. You have to look at your business as a company, a
Right.
business, a growing, thriving
Right.
thing. And there is
Right.
a difference. You know, I've been doing hair for money since I was 14 years old. That's just for money. Now I'm not trying to chase clients. I'm not trying to live client to client, head to head, sale to sale.
Right.
So you have to shift your mindset. So yeah, there's a whole lot that can be learned in of the basics of business from our hustle mentality. But at some point when we want to scale, we have to scale our thinking as well. We have to scale our goals as well. We're not going to get rich hustling. We're not. We're not going to get financial security hustling, sale to sale, client to client, head to
Right.
head, door to
Yeah.
door.
At
It
some
has
point,
to
you have
grow.
to have some longevity. You know what I'm saying? And you have to. You just have to be open, and you have to understand you don't know everything. You know, knowledge, and a lot of people get confused and think knowledge comes with age, and knowledge comes with being having an open mind to learn. Like, just because you're
Exactly.
50 doesn't mean as soon as you hit 50, the knowledge just gets stored into your brain
You
on
could
your
be
50th
doing stuff
birthday.
wrong for 49 of those 50 years. Just because you've been doing it 50 years does not mean that you've been doing it right. It doesn't mean
Exactly.
that you've been effective. It doesn't mean that you're operating in efficacy at all,
That's
you
what
know?
that's what I'm
And
saying.
it's interesting because as a child, I used to get in trouble for saying stuff like that. I remember getting grounded this one day because a grown up told me something and it clearly was incorrect. It was clearly incorrect. And they're like, well, I'm grown and I know what I'm talking about. I was like, well, just because you've been doing it a long time doesn't mean it's right. And I got in trouble for that, even though it was the truth.
Yeah, but see, that's why a lot of adults who had that kind of mindset, you look at them all these years later, they're still in that same spot because they're figure I'm grown. Don't they have that I know what I'm doing, you can't tell me. And that's why you haven't grown, because every time
Exactly.
somebody tries to show you something, you're like you just push it off. And this is
Yeah.
where, and I'm glad you said that, because now that I'm a parent, even before I had my daughter, I always said this, like, when we tell our kids, like, oh, that's not your mama, that ain't your daddy, you don't have to listen to them. So they grow up with this problem with authority. And
Yeah.
as they get older, even when you're trying to tell them something to better themselves, you're not
Yeah.
my mom, you're not my dad, I don't have to listen to you. So what do you do
Mhm.
when your mom and dad is gone? You're
Right.
lost out here. You know what I'm saying? So
And the reality of it is, it really does take a village. What happens if you shutting out the village? Well, then you sitting there isolated and only left with what you have. And most of us don't have much. We need each other.
that's exactly what I'm saying. So, I just, everybody is, everybody's comfort level is different. You got some
Mhm.
people who are ready to grow. And then I also learned too that just because people say no, sometimes it just means not right now.
Yeah.
Everybody's not gonna be in that space to be like, yeah, I want to start a business, man. Let's go and let's do this.
Mhm.
Everybody's going through stuff, man, and everybody takes situations different. You got people who were able to really blossom through the pandemic, and then you have some people who talking about suicide, man, and people are getting divorced and stuff like that. So everybody's mindset is different. Like, if you were to lose your job, it may not phase you. You'll go get another one. But somebody may lose their job and they'll shut down for a few weeks.
Yeah.
They're just like, man, I don't know what the fuck to do.
Because that's all. That's also often all they know. Again, when we talk about the inside out, I think your cousin wants you to call them when you're done.
Oh, I
Uh,
seen it.
But I mean, when we talk about the inside out, we have to think also like people's experience up to this point is different. Sometimes they don't see themselves outside of that. Oftentimes we shape our identity around what we do or what we think we can do. And then when that's not there anymore, we don't know how to pivot. We don't know how to step in. Hey, Style Peddler, nice to see you again, love. So then let's ask you this, Leo. If someone wants to get your products from you, learn more about the products that you provide, how do they contact you? And if someone wants to know more about getting involved in the business with you, how do they contact you?
Man, you can DM me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll even get my phone number out. I ain't even tripping. You got a pen and pad or whatever? 510-967-7085. You can text me, let me know you was on the call, you know, you're interested, and I'll get you all the information I can. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I have all the answers, but I can get you the answers. I have the resources to get you the answers, whether it's a business point or the customer base. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So Instagram, you know, you can holler at me on there. I'm always open to talk to people. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not above anybody or anything like that. I'm the average dude from Oakland. You know, I'll take that back. I'm not average. I take that back.
No, you're
I'm
not.
from Oakland though. Don't get it twisted though. But I'm no different than you. You know what I'm saying? I saw an opportunity and I ran with it. You know what I'm saying? So
Saw an opportunity and I ran with it. That's beautiful. So y'all make sure you follow the Black Gardener on Instagram. Tap in with him. Stay tapped in with him. Feel free to DM him whether you're interested in the product for personal use and for your family, or if you're interested in learning more about the business. Inquiring doesn't lock you into anything, but the information is important. You know, people say that knowledge is power. I think knowledge is fuel. Acting on it is the power.
Yeah,
So
applied knowledge is power, because you can
knowledge.
have all the knowledge you want to, but if you do nothing with it, what was the point? You know, like people who go get these degrees and stuff like that, and after they graduate and $200,000 in debt, $50,000 in debt, you're not even using your degree. You're a security guard now. I'm not knocking that, but you went to school to be a dentist. You paid all this money to be a dentist. All these
And you're not taking, and now you have this expensive ass receipt, but you're not applying what you've learned.
What are we doing? What was the point?
And you know, sometimes we go through that process, and that's just an expensive learning experience to realize that that's not what we wanted to do. And that's cool too. So follow the Black Gardener on Instagram. Make sure you guys DM him for more information on products and services. He did say his phone number. He could say it again, or y'all could DM and ask him for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's all
more
good.
information. It's all good.
I know that some people, you know, me personally, I don't mind typing and stuff like that, but I like to have conversations. You know, I like to talk because I want to see where you at. You know, when I can hear your voice and stuff, I can pinpoint. You know, because a lot of times, and this is also a lesson I had to learn when I first got into network marketing. I didn't understand that there's customers and people who want to do the business. I used to try to force everybody to do the business because I assumed they were going to see what I saw.
Yeah.
And everybody's not with that. You know, it's a great business. It's income is the what the word am I looking for? The compensation plan is so aggressive, but everybody's not looking for that. You know what I'm saying? And I had to learn that, you know, and I used to get offended by that, but it makes it easier on me because I don't want to put you in a position that you don't want to be in. And then I'm mad at you because you're not doing the business, you're not coming to training, you're not plugging into the webinars and nothing like that. But that's my fault because I pushed the business on you when you were a customer the whole time. And vice versa. I'm trying to make you a customer when you're really the next person to take my business to the next level, our business to the next level, you know? So that is what it is, man, you know, but I wanted to pull out some of the products because I know they heard that I have them.
Yes.
And I have to link up with you. I wish we were in person so you could feel what I got, but it's all good though. So first, this is my all-time favorite. And I'll tell you this. As a man, I had to check my ego on this because I used to think skincare and care and stuff like that was a woman's game. You know, like soap and water, I'm gone. Like that.
Listen, self-care is a people game.
Yes,
and me as a cosmetologist, like most of my clients actually are male clients.
Right.
And they need the care. You know, there's too many things that we've been conditioned falsely that is a male thing and a female thing. This is a people thing.
Yeah.
So yes, I appreciate you checking your ego. Let's go ahead and share it. Brothers, tune in. You need self-care too. Leo got it for you.
Yeah, because it's like you have skin, don't you? Some people have dry skin or whatever the case may be. You have skin, so you need to take care of your skin. So it doesn't matter. It's a unisex business. Like, so
it's the largest organ on your body, and it's a protective layer of your body. It needs to be taken care of. Absolutely. What you got?
So the first thing is, I don't know if you can see that. This is the salt and oil scrub right here. They have the pomegranate one also, but I have the ocean mist. And man, when I felt my hands have never been so soft, like silk, like man, I felt like I was in Zamunda or somewhere like that. Like, and this is for this is for the neck down. So this is not for your face. This is for the neck down. When I do demonstrations, you can go on my page. I did a lot of demonstrations. I usually do people's hands, but I know a lot of my business partners, like the ladies, they take baths with it and stuff, showers. And I'll tell you also, what they're doing is when they go get their nails and feet done, they tell the people, I have my own product. I don't want to use yours, you know, but I'm still going to pay you for the service. Now, if with that, that's cool. Some of them catch attitudes. Okay, fine. I'll go somewhere else. You know, and I'll tell you another thing. If you're thinking about doing the business, people are nosy. So when you tell them you got your own product, they want to know what it is, how you get some. They want to
get it. What does it do?
Keep that in mind. But yeah, a lot of the women, even the men, they take their own product. So this is a salt and oil scrub. And then I have the body butter to go with that. This body butter is crazy. Pomegranate body butter. I use them both. Sorry about that. I use them both, but I mean, if you just want one, I mean, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Right. This is the mineral rich peeling gel right here. This is for your face and your neck. But I'll tell you one thing. A lot of my partners have been noticing that it's good for it's giving their tattoos life again. Like they have like faded tattoos and stuff like that. So
takes off the layer of dead skin, so it's fresh. It's an exfoliator.
So I'll just show you real quick if you guys could see that. So I just put a dab just for demonstration purposes, and you just rub it in a circular motion. Hold on, let me see. I don't know why it keeps doing that. So that fast. All those white balls right there, that's all dead, dry skin coming up off my hand right there. So you'll just keep rubbing it in. Like I said, it's for your face and your neck. I use it. You know, people use it on their tattoos. It's bringing it back to life and stuff like that. So you really, you know, and then you just wipe that off, and then you can kind of like see the difference already in there. You know what I'm saying? So that's the mineral rich peeling gel. And this is my favorite right here. This is the mineral rich magnetic mud mask right here. This is the M4.
I think I've seen you use that one on your page. Is that the one you were using?
Yeah, I use this. I use it about once a week. I think I may go up to twice, just because the pandemic and like us being inside so much. Like I haven't really been outside like that, you know. So my skin can get kind of dry, you know, because we're supposed to be in the sun anyway. But that's another story, though. We ain't gonna go into that.
So here's something that I know in my just from my industry and the things that I learned. There's, I don't know if you all know this, but there's skin underneath your hair too. So for those of you that have facial hair, when you're using these products on your face, do you also put it where your facial hair is to get down to the skin underneath it, or is that something that's not?
You can, but me personally, I haven't. I don't know why, because I'm gonna be honest. I'm still learning. Just because I've been in this business does not make me a professional.
You're always growing. You're always growing.
I'm a student, and also, like I said, I had that man mentality that this is women stuff. So now that I'm using it, I'm still learning how to use it. You know, so that you putting me up on game. You know, and that's why women in this industry are killing this shit, because y'all know this stuff. Men, we're learning as we go, but 9 times out of 10, that women that get into this industry kill it, because this is y'all field. Skincare, all that stuff. Y'all already know what time it is with this stuff. Y'all put us up on game. Like my wife, when we started dating at first, she started giving me treatments and stuff like that. I'm like, damn, this is nice. Like, you know, at first it was just soap, water, I'm out the door. You know, ghetto rag, wash your face, boo, boo, boo.
And body soap on your face skin. She's body like, lotion on your face.
Let me help you. She like, but come here. I know I wasn't here. Let me walk with me. Walk with me. I'm here now.
Let me upgrade you. Upgrade you.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what she did. You know, so this mud is from the Dead Sea in Israel, like I was saying. You know, it's just compressed mud. If you ever seen people on like YouTube and stuff like that, they're out there bathing in it. But so what I do is I use it on my face, but I'm gonna just use it on my wrist just for example purposes, and I'm gonna just put a little bit on my forearm right there, if you guys can see that.
Lift that up. Lift your wrist up.
Okay, let me see. right there. Boom, right there.
Uh-huh.
So, boy, if y'all got kids, boy, you know. And everything, man. Let me do my thing.
Oh, trust me, people have kids. I had a woman who also has skincare products that she develops on her own, and her baby was in there. She has a new baby, just turned 1, and that baby was getting loose if she couldn't be in the
I'm telling
scene.
you, dude. Now that she's know how to move, she is like just give me 2 minutes. That's all I'm asking for. Like, golly, but it's all good though. I
But
ain't never,
dad.
boy. So it's all good. So now that I let that sit, and this is the little magnet that comes with it, and they give me caps. But the reason why I like to use paper towels because it works the same, and then also if I run out of caps, I have to order it, and I don't want to really wait that long because So I just use a little bit of paper towel, and let me see if y'all can see that. I'll do it like this. If you can, where is that? Okay, right here. So if you can see, I'm not even gonna touch it, and it's just gonna magnetically pull. Can you see that being pulled off?
I can, yeah.
And that's what really makes it better is just because when you use like mud masks and stuff like that, and you have to like splash your face, it's easy cleanup. You know what I'm saying? It's just easy cleanup. So I didn't even have to touch it, and it just pulled off. You see?
Oh,
And then
wow.
I just take the paper off, toss it out, and boom, go on by my business. And it leaves over, let me see, the leftover like oils and stuff like that and minerals left. And I'll just massage that in a bit, give it a little rub. Oh my, we got to link up. We got to link
Okay.
up. So, and then I'm gone. I do this on my face once a week, but I think I'm about to start going up to twice a week just because like my
Uh-huh.
skin's been a little dry and stuff like that. But it's all good though, So,
So
and
that
that's just
particular mud, what does it do?
it.
Does it
Basically,
like
is
pull
like
impurities out?
and hydrating your skin and stuff like that because some people, and it's for all skin types, like don't even get it twisted, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people, like when you're using like lotions and stuff like that, we don't understand that it like gives your skin that shine for a minute, but it's actually drying your skin out.
Yeah.
So a lot of us really need that hydration back in, especially if you're not really drinking water like you're supposed to. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? A lot of people don't like water. They don't like the taste. I get it. It's all good, whatever. But that's what that's for. You know what I'm saying? And get that dead skin up off you. And I actually use, where's that at? The mineral rich peeling gel. I'll
Mm-hmm.
use this, and get it off because even when you're washing your face, when you're not pulling that dead skin off, it's like you're just washing dead skin. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can use this right quick, bam, get it off me. Wash my face with the mud soap. Y'all love that mud soap, crazy. And then I'll use this. You know what I'm saying? So
So another problem area that people have, especially since it's difficult for us to reach it, is your back. And that's a lot of skin to cover.
well, that's when you can set up a little candlelight whoopie
A
whoop.
little scoop-de-loop
Yeah,
with your
yeah, yeah, yeah. Little bay day, you know what I'm saying?
and for those of us like me who don't have one, then we can just have a girls' night and give ourselves back
Exactly.
facials.
You know what I'm saying? And when you got products like this, that's when that conversation starts. Like, where did you buy this? Because a lot of people don't know about it. And some people who do, like, I ran into a girl at the lake. She was like, I've seen these products before, but I haven't seen them in such a long time. Like, so she
Mm-hmm.
took my information down and stuff like that. And, it was on
So
from there.
you set up at the lake when there's vendors out there and stuff?
Well, I haven't been. What I did was because since I have my daughter, like just moving around sometimes can be hard. So I had my products with me, but I just bounced out and was just walking around and just start chopping it up with people. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? People start talking to me, and I just do a presentation right then and there. But a lot of people been telling me like, dude, like you should set up here. Like these products are dope. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it. I'm thinking about doing it again. I just have to now that, and this is another thing. Having kids doesn't stop things. You
Yeah.
just have to monetize things and move things around. So that's all I have to do now is just schedule things better. Plus my wife, she does eyebrows and lashes and waxing and stuff too. So when she has her client, 9 times out of 10, I'm with her. So I just have to
You
figure out.
you guys should set up a little SD booth at the lake and have her in the high chair and have y'all doing demos and her eyebrows and your skincare and just have it a whole thing.
Well, what we talked about doing is because she does like the waxing and stuff like that. So to heat up her machine, she ordered a generator because they don't have plugs and stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? So she ordered one, and once we get that going, we'll definitely be up there. Because I was like, dude, there's so many young ladies that would love to get their especially eyebrows right on the spot. I ain't gotta leave my car.
Let me tell you something. Eyebrows for us is like a hairline for y'all. It's important.
I'm already knowing. So the fact that I'm already at the lake, I don't have to get in my car, lose my spot or nothing like that. You're already here. Hook me up.
Let's do it.
How many people out there by the time we leave? Well, be a millionaire. What? In the dough. So and that's the products I showed you guys. That's just a taste of what we have. That's just a finger lick of the cake of what's going on. If there's like, and I'm not a doctor, I'm not making any claims or anything like that. But if you guys have been, people who are fatigued, people who have like weight problems, want to lose weight, want to manage weight, or even gain some weight, man, these supplements and these dietary shakes are the cleanest I have seen. And me being vegan 5 years, I'm not a professional, I'm not Dr. Sadie, but like I said, ingredients, I'm on that. So
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Even professionals in a field, a medical professional or anything like that, really, they can offer suggestions based on what they know. But it's the testimonials and the experiences that the people have if they work the system that really counts. So, don't discount the results that you've seen and being able to share that just because you're not a medical professional. You've experienced it in your body, and people with similar experiences and bodies and backgrounds may have the same results, and that's that.
Right. And I will also say this too. I'll just give you guys a little insight on how this works. If you tap in with me, I'll get you the link, and you can go on my website directly. If you spend $50, you're automatically a VIP customer. You're gonna get 20% off. If you spend $100, that's free shipping. And right now I have about 4 gratitude links. And a gratitude link is just a thank you for being, shopping with me, being one of my first customers. If you have $130 in your cart, if you have $130 in your cart, hit me up. I'll send you a gratitude link, and it'll bring you from anywhere from like 20 to like close to like 40% off or something like that. But I only got 4 left, so, and they the link is only good for, it's about 24 hours it expires. So, if that's something you guys are into, or you want to spend some, let me know and tap in with me, and then I'll make sure I get you the link. But like I said, I only got 4 left, and they're good for 24 hours. So, just be sure.
But either way you're a VIP once you spend that 50.
Right.
So make sure you guys follow the Black Gardener on Instagram. You see his name here. I follow him on all of my pages, so you guys can follow him there. Stay tapped in, tuned in, DM him and inquire. Check out his page. I know that he's demoed some of his products there on his page, so you can see that there. And especially if you're in the East Bay, make sure that you link up with them, and you be able to experience these things one-on-one, up close and personal. I know it's only so much we can do on the live.
Yeah, and seeing these products online does no justice compared to how they feel. And I'm open to, if you guys are, I know I'm in Oakland right now. I still might be out here for a minute. I'm almost out here every day. I'm mobile. If you would like to sample some, I'm always open to pull up, let you sample some. If you open to let me record it to post on my page, I'm with that too. It's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? I'll pull up on anybody, because I want people to experience these products. It's not just about the sale. I know the sale it's a transaction anyway, but the way you feel and the way you look and loving that's what gets it for me, because I've been there. I've had weight problems, I had skin problems, and there's people who had these problems and they've tried product after product after product and they're not getting any results. So to have one I know gave me results, I don't know what it's going to do for you. I don't know how serious you're going to take it. But if you're ready for some change and you're open, you know, why not, man? Holla at the kid, you know. And I appreciate you because that was a while ago when you got them products from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even have a daughter yet. I don't even think I was married yet. I don't even think
No,
we
you
were
hadn't gotten married yet.
That's what I'm saying. So, you know, salute to you for sticking around, you know what I'm saying? Staying locked in and tapped in with me because, you know, we've grown a lot since then. And, you know, it's only going to get
Absolutely.
better from here, man. You know, it's the only way. We going up from here. That's all I can say, you know. And I'm
Listen,
glad you're still here to
well,
see that for sure.
this is why I do this. Where They At Wednesday again, letting people know where y'all at, where to get your goods and your services, where to get your products, where to get your information, you know, and to tap in. So and I say this a lot, I say this almost every episode. One of the biggest differences between the big companies and the little companies is that people know where to find the big companies. So it's up to us to use our sphere of influence and to use our network and share each other. You know, it's too many times, especially me being here in San Jose in the South Bay, there used to be a lot more of us here, and there aren't that many anymore.
Right.
But then the people that do come, whether they're coming to work at these tech companies or they're coming to, you know, for school at these universities and stuff, first thing they ask is, where the black people at? Where's the black owned anything? Where's the anything for people of color? And the best way that we can share is to share.
Right.
So,
because
you know,
word of mouth can make or break a business.
listen, I'm reading this book right now called Contagious that one of my clients suggested. Matter of fact, it's right here because I was just reading a little piece of it right here. Boop. This book.
Send me a picture of that.
I will.
Yeah,
this is called Contagious, Why Things Catch On, Why Things Go Viral, Why Word of Mouth for certain things pick up more than others. And there's actually a formula that was developed from people who studied the psychology and sociology of these things. Y'all, reading is fundamental, okay?
Look, I learned this from Eddie Griffin. He said reading is fundamental. Then he said reading is fun to mental.
Yes, I enjoy it. I do most of my reading at night.
I know, you know, even if you're not in network marketing, building an empire, listen.
You know what? I just ordered a book. From this woman. Her and her partner took their little business to $1 billion business, and she just wrote a book, and they're still growing. And she just wrote a book. Oh, it's on pre-order, but it was how to build a GD empire. So yeah, along those same lines. But that seems like a good book too. I actually just ordered a book today that a friend recommended to me, who I also had on Where They At Wednesday, Will Davis from Berkeley. He's a mobile notary independent. Okay. He suggested a book to me, and I just ordered it. It's called Woke Doesn't Mean Broke.
Yes, because a lot of people who, I'm not gonna lie, I used to think the same thing, because a lot of people who I met that were woke, I noticed that when it came to their appearance, like, they really didn't care about their appearance, because they figured, like, oh, that if you care how you look and smell and stuff like that,
they equate it with like vanity and materialism. No, you don't. Taking care of yourself, being present, has zero to do with. In fact, equating those things is really, to me, it's false humility. Like, you're wanting to look meek and lowly so people think that you're deep and grounded when really you're just not taking care of yourself.
Right.
And if we believe what we say we believe, then you should believe that abundance is yours. Why are you poverty stricken when you're supposedly believing what you say you believe? Come on, bruh.
I don't
it's a whole situation.
Because when God created this, all bills and poverty and stuff like that, all those things are man-made things. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because there was once upon a time where there was no money. We traded things. You know, you give me a pound of grapes, I'll give you a half a pound of soap or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's how we did things. So when they brought money and rent and bills and things into the situation, that's where things went left. It wasn't created.
And for real, there's going to be a whole subculture that's going to have to figure out how to do that again when we go to a cashless society, because ain't going to be no panhandle, ain't going to be no side jobs, no under the table. Everything's going to be trackable, traceable, and controllable. So
Yeah.
if you're in a situation where you can't access that or you don't have enough, what skills, goods, or services can you develop on your own to be able to trade for the things that you need? And I've been talking about this for years, and people think I'm crazy. Like, everybody thinks I'm crazy till they realize I'm right. So we
Listen,
have to
I'm
think,
glad
what
you
is it
said
that we
that.
can do to exchange?
I'm glad you said that because my brother told me about a guy, and I want to say he either went into hiding or he's dead now. It's called the I'll get it to you. I think it's called the October Experiment or something like that. And what he wanted to do was he wanted to create like a whole like a, let's just say Oakland. It was like a city, like Oakland itself, east, west, and north. And instead of having jobs where we get paid, we traded skill. Like we were all one community under one house. And if you learn how to work on cars, you work on everybody's car, but for free though. And whoever knows how to cook, all the chefs, you all cook dinner for everybody. Nobody pays for anything. We all take care of each other. Like if you have a cannabis business, you basically would give your marijuana away to everybody, and
In
then if you need
exchange
your
for what you needed.
right, if you need your
It's a,
car worked on, I'll work
right.
on your car. That's how they did things. But I don't know what happened to that brother. I don't know if he's still
Yeah, I
alive.
mean, usually when people have ideas and are pushing the thought that is actually progressive, they disappear
Yeah, yeah.
in one way or another. So let's just be mindful, people, that regardless of what you believe, the truth is the truth, and the things are going to happen, and they're already happening. By the time we hear about it, it's already happening.
Right,
And
right, right. I'm telling you, man, and it's just, it's. I wouldn't even say it's crazy. It's just you start to see how it was supposed to be and how it attended and where we went wrong, and
yeah,
it makes you look at how you deal with people. Like, and like I said, I've been vegan for 5 years. I'm not the vegan that pushes it on everybody. I'm chill.
right.
If you ask me, I'll tell you. But
But we're not designed to push things on anybody. I mean, we could get totally into this. I'm looking at it. It is 5:01. We have been talking for an hour, sir.
have we? Oh, but see, time flies when you having fun. So we'll rap about that another time. We're gonna look back
Absolutely.
and have another time.
So,
But like I said,
visitors of Where They At Wednesday, thank you guys for always tuning in. Again, we have Leo Jerald here. He has a fantastic product, skincare, and health products. Tap in with him. Follow him at the Black Gardener on Instagram.
yeah,
He will be happy to connect with you, whether you want to inquire about the business or if you're looking for products. He will be happy to share his link where you can shop with him. Stay tuned in and tapped in to any events or appearances he and his wife will be making to share their goods and their services with you. This has been another Where They At Wednesday, and now you know where Leo's at. Thank you
yeah.
guys so
And
much.
dream bigger, baby.
Yes.
Don't forget, dream bigger, baby. Let's go.
You ain't got them big foreheads for nothing. Let's do
Right.
it.
Let's do it. Appreciate you, Queen. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. You're so welcome. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Peace.
Bye, guys.